Self-care, the quarantine edition. A lesson on distractions. Quarantine is hard. Quarantine is a mind drain. An isolation era has brought about a new wave of depression, and with all this stress, the best way to take care of yourself is to forget a little bit. I believe the best way to do this is to learn something fun and easygoing, to not have to worry about quizzes, notes, or answering questions, and rather absorb interesting facts about our planetary siblings. This is Jupiter. I would like to start with a quote from Alan Stern. When we first sent missions to Jupiter, no one expected to find moons that would have active volcanoes. And I could go down a long list of how often I've been surprised by the richness of nature. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the fifth planet in our solar system and is the largest planet in our solar system. With a diameter of 142,800 kilometers, or 88,695 miles, this is the first one to appear in the order from the Sun as a gas giant, and it's also one of the planets that border the asteroid belt, the other being Mars. Jupiter is named after the Roman king of gods, and is also the king of the sky and thunder. Jupiter is a gas giant. There are 4 gas giants in our solar system: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We will only be talking about Jupiter today. Jupiter, as a gas giant, doesn't have a surface and only a change in atmosphere. In Jupiter's case, its gases change to a liquid gradually the farther in you go. The core of the planet is probably the size of Earth. Its composition is mainly hydrogen and helium, and the planet core is most likely an iron and nickel alloy. The core temp is estimated to be over 20,000 Celsius. This is a closer look on the composition of the planet. The top of the clouds are made of ammonia, and slowly transition from ammonia to hydrosulfide clouds and into water. These water drops in the water clouds signify the start of the liquid layers. But how big is Jupiter? You can fit 24,462 Mercuries in Jupiter, or 1,400 Venuses in Jupiter, or 1,300 Earths. You can fit the entirety of our solar system inside Jupiter at once. This is a picture of this. But does Jupiter have moons? Yes, Jupiter has 67 known moons so far. The largest 4 are called Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Castillo. These are the Galilean satellites, and they were first seen in 1610 by Galileo. Fun fact, Ganymede is the largest moon in our solar system and has a diameter of 3,260 miles compared to the 2,159 miles of our own moon. There are 49 named moons. These are them. They're mostly Latin, and it is hard to pronounce most of them, but a majority of them are Jupiter's lovers, which is interesting to make them moons. This is a picture of all of the moon's orbits around Jupiter. It's kind of hard to see, but there are 67 of them here. And this is a cartoon rendition of all of the moons, just to give you a gist of how big and how many there really are. The density and surface specifics of Jupiter. Jupiter is covered in thick red, brown, yellow, and white clouds. These clouds make it look striped, and its famous feature is the Great Red Spot, which I'll show you on the next slide. Jupiter's density is 1.33 grams per centimeter cubed, and as a gas giant, it has no tectonic plates. This is the red spot. Negative 234 degrees Fahrenheit is an average day on Jupiter, and the weather varies on Jupiter from whether or not from the equator like Earth, but rather from the height of the surface. Because of the distance from the Sun, the heat is weak, and it gets most of its heat from the gases inside the planet itself. Jupiter's time and season. Jupiter's day is 9 hours and 55 minutes, but its year is 4,300 Earth days. Our Earth is obviously 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. The difference is 14 hours and 44 minutes for a day and 3,935 days for a year. So Jupiter has a shorter day compared to Earth, but a year about 11 times longer than that on Earth. Jupiter only has a 3-degree axis, which you'll see in the next slide, so it barely has any seasons on the planet. And because of its distance, it's slow. It's a slow change, taking about 3 Earth years to change seasons. This is a picture of the orbit of Jupiter around the Sun. You can see the significant lack of a tilt. And with this, I would like to conclude my presentation today, and I hope that this had helped you take your mind off everything that is going on, and I want to say thank you. Thank you, and have a great day.